Hi everyone, I'm Ivan Lopez, as you know. Today I'm going to talk about two different cultures, two different genders of music that are the funk and the jazz. We'll start with jazz. Jazz is a genre that was generated in America and USA around the 19th century, in finals of the 19th century. This is a genre of music that is really soft in the rhythm. This genre managed like really soft and sweet melodies. The piano and the drums and the trumpet and the air instruments in general are so important for this genre cause it's they are like some so fundamental to create an environment that they just do in their lyrics and in their music. One of the best like jazz singers of all time is Frank Sinatra. As you can see here, a picture. Frank Sinatra, it's the most iconic jazz singer of all times because he have such a deep voice related to that. Really, in comparison with the music, was so good and was like really touching when you hear it. I also want to talk about the people that hear jazz and the people that don't listen to jazz. Not now because it's not a popular genre now, but in the popular times of jazz that was around 50s, 40s, 60s, you can see a lot of different ways that people dress and that people behave in order that they hear to jazz. So, for example, in this image of Frank Sinatra, you can see that people were so like related to use elegant suits and also hats in their normal daily life, that it was not something uncommon for them to use this kind of dress. They just do it because it was normal, and it's a way that you can recognize someone that hear jazz. Then I'm going to talk about the funk, that is a genre of music that generates also in USA. It's more related to the 60s and the 70s. This genre of music is related with social movement that it's against the racism in North America, in USA particularly. The rhythms that they use in their music are like the start of a new generation of music that nowadays we are living. That it's the techno, that it's the electronic, and this genre of music. You can consider this genre of music, the funk, as one of the creators of these tendencies right now, because they are one of the first genres that start using techno instruments and synthesizers and also electric pianos in their music, in their rhythms. They also are like the first experimental genre that mix a lot of instruments and a lot of rhythms from different regions. Also the Afro culture, they also include blues, they also include a little bit of jazz, and even the Latin culture it's included with mambo. What else in funk? Well, some of the instruments that are more important in funk, as I was telling you, are the techno instruments like the electric piano. Also the drums and the percussion are really important in funk, because as I was saying, is like a quicker and a danceable genre. The people start getting into dance clubs and into discos with funk, and with this man that it's James Brown. James Brown is the most representative singer of all times in funk, and I think personally that is one of the best singers in the history of music, because he has just a unique voice that you nowadays you don't find it nowadays. The people that hear funk, they were pretty particular. They're like originated in this start of the disco culture, so they were really like exotic suits. There were a lot of these, I don't know how you call them in English, like doorbell jeans that they're really open. They use a lot of jewelry. They use really bright colors in their vestment. and that's really recognizable in funk. How these genders can be combined? Well, there's a new gender, a subgender of these musics, of this mixing of music, that is the jazz funk. The jazz funk, it's really particular because it's not like they mix right, like really in the literal words. They don't mix like that the two genders. They just like create a new gender with the bass and the metric in the music of the jazz and the funk. So that's it. Thanks. And well, if you have any question, I can answer it. And thanks.